How can Europe, sir, make sure it is not sidelined in these talks, given the significance of a meeting between Trump and Putin? And what are you expecting from this ministerial meeting?
Thank you for having me, Selma. Greetings to you and to your honorable guest, and to the dear audience, of course. The short and direct answer to your question is that there are no guarantees that the Europeans will not be sidelined. If anything, they are actively being sidelined by both Washington and Moscow in this process. It seems that the United States is not eager to include many other stakeholders in the negotiations with the Russian side in order not to complicate and to reach what the United States sees as a settlement that is suitable for their vision, and that is at least freezing the conflict in Ukraine. Even if they are not able to achieve a sustainable peace, then maybe they can stop the hostilities so that they can stop the bleeding of U.S. resources in the Ukrainian conflict and divert them elsewhere. President Trump is running a foreign policy on a mandate of spreading peace, or so he claims. His record in this regard over the past 8 months has been far from pristine. It's very questionable. The results of his policies are rather very negative. He had failed to achieve peace in Ukraine or the Middle East, for example, the hottest conflict spots on the planet at the moment. So it seems he is eager to push forward some sort of negotiations with the Russians. The Russians called his bluff when he issued an ultimatum, and when he pledged more weapons to Ukraine, they did not stop. The Russians are advancing around, and Putin basically has the cards, all the cards in his hand, or at least most of them. So on the negotiating table in Alaska in a few days, I think that the Russians will be in a much better negotiating position than the Americans. It is important that even informed the Europeans that you will have to accept the outcomes of these negotiations eventually. However, we should not get ahead over ourselves, because this summit has a very high degree of succeeding in achieving some breakthrough, yet the obstacles and the hurdles are very significant, and they might not there's a very strong possibility that this summit might not deliver anything as well.